Keep a schedule of what you're doing, and always keep moving towards the future. Always keep moving towards your goal. Try to do something every day that will bring you closer to your goal and plan for your life. You know, any fool can make a decision without knowledge, but it takes a wise man to make a decision and have the knowledge and things to back it up. Turn over and read Proverbs 1 and 5 when you get home and see what a wise man does. Your success in business will be affected by prejudice, fear, and any discrimination that you allow to enter your mind. I told this story once before, but you know, people are peculiar people. Sometimes we just look at somebody and we decide we don't care about them. Well, a few years ago, I was looking at the Charisma magazine, and there was a gentleman and his wife in there. They had a whole page ad advertising a revival that had been going on 7 years. And I know that full page ad cost between $5,000 and $7,000, so I thought, man, what kind of a nut is this? And next month, I opened it up, and there it is again. Rocked along. Finally, after 4 or 5 months, he dropped it down to half page. But you know, over 5, 6, 7 months, I just decided I didn't like that guy. I didn't care for him. I'd never met him, never talked to him on the phone, never seen him. But to show how wrong we can be, a little while after that, TBN had redecorated and redone their studio in Joplin, or not Joplin, but Topeka, I think it was. Now, they wanted me to go up there and do a couple of programs. So I said, okay. Well, I walked in the studio that morning and I said, who am I going to be interviewing today? And they told me, and it just went over my head, you know. But when I walked on that stage and I saw this gentleman and his wife, I come out as near as having a heart attack as I ever had. But over the next 1 hour, he and I just really grew close together. And he said, Tom, what are you doing tonight? And I said, I'm sitting at the hotel waiting on Sunday so I can have a meeting and go home. He said, won't you come and speak for me? I said, okay. So I went and spoke for him that night. And when I got through praying for everybody, he said, what are you doing tomorrow night? I said, I'm still sitting at the hotel waiting on Sunday so I can speak and go home. He said, won't you come back and speak for me tomorrow night? I said, okay. Well, I had prayed for the people the night before. And when I got there, it's like people were almost standing in line to tell me about the miracles they had. This one couple in their 60s, they were retired, said, you'll never believe what happened. I said, sure I will. Said, we got a check in the mail today for $17,000. We wasn't expecting it and we don't need it. We're going to put it in the offering tonight. Praise God. I didn't get the offering that night, but I did ask the pastor if there's a check in it for $17,000, and there was. Another lady had been out of her apartment. She'd gotten laid off. She'd been out of her apartment about 3 or 4 months. She was trying to get her deposit back, and they wouldn't give it to her. That day, she got her deposit in the mail, and she got a real good job that day. And it just on and on and on. So I'm telling you, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth.